Here it is.
He is the one, the only Zak Snyder.
There he is. What's up, man?
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Brother.
Hey guys, how you doing? How's everybody doing?
Good.
Doing great.
Listen, just a quick thing before we get started. I know that on our donation page, we still have the Geeks and Gamers logo. I just want to say that I really we talked about this, and we're really not affiliated with Geeks and Gamers as far as I'm concerned, and I really just want to make that clear. And I also want to just say, in light of recent events, I think we really, if Justice League teaches us anything, it's about coming together, and there's no room for hate. And I just think that it's important. It's an important message. And of course, as the father of Asian children, it really hits close to home for me. And I just really want to put that out there that we all, there's no room for hate. And
so let me play. All right.
So, yeah, I think the real villain is the WB. I think it sucks that it took away from a money that could have saved a single life. What Drunk was just saying, we don't know what dollar saves somebody. Where it puts money behind a human being who talks to another human being and saves that human being's life. I'm in recovery. My sponsor committed suicide. So yeah, it's affected. We've all got stories. We've all got stories about this. And WB didn't care. They simply didn't care. They were so worried that Geeks and Gamers was going to ruin their movie, which had all the positive sentiment in the world, and still does. And it's again, I'm going to watch it, and it doesn't affect how I'm going to judge the movie at all. I'm excited for it. It's going to be a couple hours till we get to see it. But Rip is right, man. We don't need these people. I think we all learned a lesson tonight. We can continue to raise money for charity. I think we need to do that. I think it's really important that we do that, and we'll just do it on our own. We don't need to associate it with anything, especially with a company that's not going to appreciate it at all. Mm-hmm. And and it's not like Warner Brothers are filled with angels and they're pious, and like they want to come off like they're righteous and all this bullshit. And I've got can't. Toby Emmerich, chairman of Warner Brothers, you got skeletons in your closet, bro. I've told the story on my stream before. I better not tell it here. I'll throw it in the chat. You've got skeletons in your closet, bro. You screwed over a friend of mine. And I know exactly what you did. And the fact that you're in the position you're in right now is unfucking believable. So to come off like you're righteous and you don't want to be associated with Geeks and Gamers, knowing what you did, dude, it wasn't any Me Too stuff like that, by the way. It's here.
I mean, if you want to say it. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, my friend will get mad at me.
No. I don't want to bring that in. I thought you were saying, because at this point, I want to be clear, fuck Hollywood. And I love the fact that you're so scared of my little bitty fucking green and white logo. Trust me, I am fucking enthusiastic about that shit, that $1 billion fucking studio is scared of a goddamn 300,000 sub YouTube channel. Fucking beautiful. Go ahead.
It's hilarious. Frequency. There's a movie called Frequency.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, it's got Dennis Quaid in it. Toby Emmerich's associated with that film. The film was not written by Toby Emmerich. It was written by somebody else. Toby Emmerich was a music producer at the time, and the script was picked up. I don't know if his name was associated or not, but things were settled so it wouldn't get out. And then I see the man is chairman of Warner Brothers, and I'm like, holy fucking shit. Yeah. So if you're watching WB, you got skeletons in your motherfucking closet.
And they are. They are.
Yeah.
They most certainly are. So
Toby.
And listen, for everybody that says they don't know who we are, I think you've learned that they do. I think you've learned that they definitely know who we are. And I take a lot of pride in that. I take a lot of pride in the fact that $1 billion fucking studio is scared of Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. Imagine that fucking world. A guy who was working fucking retail just a few years ago, running around Walmart stocking fucking groceries, and they're scared of me, little old me. Trust me, I'm very happy about that. I also understand that there's a lot of moving parts to this situation, and I'm very aware of my team right now. And this was a team response, not so much a Jeremy response. This was a team response, and you know, I will respond more directly for sure. Maybe later on after everybody has to bounce or whatever. I might get a little more direct, but right now, a leader knows when to lead and a leader knows when to kind of step back a little bit. And this is about my team and my brand, because I wasn't attacked as much as everyone that represents this brand was slandered tonight. And so giving them the floor, giving them an opportunity to speak about who they are and how they felt about it, that's the most important thing. And you know, regardless of what you might think about me or how you feel about this, that, or the other, or what you think about me, you know, I clearly know what I'm doing in terms of building a team, a brand. I clearly know how to lead, and my brand speaks for that. My team speaks for that, and everything that we have going on, and the fact that a fucking multi-billion-dollar fucking studio is scared of my little bitty YouTube channel. I know what I'm doing, and I know how to play the game, and I know when to be aggressive and when not. And right now is the moment to show what this brand is made of and the individuals in it. But I'm very, very frustrated with what went down, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But how's everybody feeling right now?
But that's true. I mean, like, at the end of the day, the money still goes to a good cause. Like, that, to me, that's the most important thing.
Yeah,
Still
yeah.
trying to
I
benefit
mean,
charity.
yeah, look, people in Hollywood don't like us. Not a spoiler. Not breaking news. This is why I've never really been interested to talk to people in Hollywood or have them on. They really don't like us, and they don't care about us. They never have. They never will. Hollywood is a really bad place full of bad people that will spread lies, misinformation about people doing honest, good work to raise money for a good cause just because they're threatened by us and our platform. We know this. This is what I've built my channel on. I don't expect them to like me, and I don't think they will ever like me. I don't think that they will ever accept me, and I don't want them to, because they are fucking horrible people. So I'm not really like terribly upset about this from an individual perspective. I am a little upset about this from a team perspective, because my team, I have more to worry about than just myself. And I want my team to get, you know, whatever it is they're looking for out of this brand. And that takes me making some decisions here and there and stepping back when the time is, you know, necessary to step back, which is what I attempted to do tonight. But what you see tonight is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much you bend over. It doesn't matter how many concessions you make. It doesn't matter how far you go to appease them. They will still spit right in your fucking face and take your money. And that's what happened. And but we don't regret it. I don't regret it. And I'm very proud of the fact that, look, I wish it would have gotten to 100K maybe before he got on. Do I look at it and I watched it come to a standstill as soon as Zak literally, it went to a fucking standstill.
Everybody saw.
How the fuck do we live in a world where Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers has more influence in any situation whatsoever than Zak fucking Snyder? Like, in any situation. I'm not saying I have more influence in him, period, because I don't. But in any situation, how the fuck do we live in a world where me, a guy who sits in a fucking pool house and talks to used to be a webcam, now I actually have a real camera. It literally went to a standstill.
It's because the chat went from people defending us to the other group of people who were just like, oh, who cares about Geeks and Gamers? And then it was just those groups arguing with each other and like nobody donating. And it was like, oh, great.
Yeah.
It's fantastic for the people who might need this charity for like actual help.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. So yeah, man, it's been a hella good night from a lot of different perspectives, and a frustrating night from a lot of other perspectives. And like I said, it doesn't matter what you do on this platform. It doesn't matter how hard you try. It doesn't matter how much you try to prove yourselves to the Hollywood types. They're never going to accept you. They're not allowed to. They're just not allowed to. And that's the Hollywood mentality right there. I'm not oblivious to this mindset, and I've seen it, dude. I've seen it happen. I have actively seen situations where, you know, people have attempted to do good and it backfired on them because they were the wrong people that was trying to do good or whatever. I've seen it multiple times. I'm aware of everything that goes on, but ultimately we're here. We're happy to be here, and I'm proud to stand here with all of you in this amazing team and this amazing community, because we showed our unification tonight, and it was pretty fucking incredible. It really was. So I'm very happy. I know I got a shit ton of fucking super chats to get to. A lot. I don't even know how I'm going to catch up with all this.
Just here's some context. So over the last few years, Snyder Cut movement 500,000. All right, that stream, if you include the auction, it's probably over 100K. So in a few hours, we did 1/5 of what the movement did in a whole year. Well, for years, sorry.
Yeah, that is pretty fucking crazy when you think about that. It's pretty crazy. But I am gonna try to run through. I'm gonna try. What is it, Jay?
It's private chat.
Check the private chat.
Oh. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Directly or brand?
No. It's, no, she saw the fundraiser. She was very happy with the money that was raised.
Nice.
Yeah. Good stuff, man.
Yeah, man. Like, it is crazy. It is crazy. Let me see. What happened? I mean, oh man, I'm sure it's everywhere. I'm sure there's gonna be articles written. I'm sure that there's gonna be more hit pieces out there. And again, that's why I'm asking all of you to go to geeksandgamers.com and support us over there. If the fucking server didn't crash when I said that with 8,000 people watching us. Okay, it didn't crash. Shockingly enough. Maybe it did for a little while. I didn't warn my team that I was sending a huge amount of people over.
Every time I talk, the chat just fills with Gina words. Every time I say something, y'all assume something. What's wrong with y'all, chat?
Okay, so let's get back to it. So I probably I've actually got a lot to do. So here's what I'm probably gonna have to do. I'm probably gonna have to do a square up, because I got a couple of things to deal with off air. That it's been a hell of a night. It's been a hell of a night, and so I might go live again tonight, or I don't want to go live again, because then just the super chats are going to pile up. I may have to just do a square up and read these individually, and address them individually, because this is crazy. Yes, you guys loving that Drunk is bringing a message up that he's gotten. Holy shit, they're going crazy, dude. They're fucking going crazy.
We have all these women on Geeks and Gamers. Like, what are y'all talking about?
Oh man. Oh man. I'm loving how much of a reaction it's getting. I
can't escape it.
I have not looked at Twitter. I can only imagine what this Twitter is. Oh my god, man. Let's see. I just got a message from Kelly, that Jedi Bunny, and she's still watching, and she sends her positive words. It's just she's still watching. So okay. I'm looking at this mile-long super chat. Jesus. Gen X Geek, appreciate everything you guys and gals do. I'm trying to open a comic toy store and getting pushback, but thank you. Hey man, I totally understand that. You can't do anything without the Twitter mob coming after you. Brian Lewandowski says, I think you guys are awesome. Don't let people make stuff up about you, and stay strong. Actions speak louder than words. Dixon Snyder says, the fundraising stream with Zak Snyder was epic, and I did what I could to help. I suffer from depression, so it was fantastic cause. Please tell me you opened everything I sent you. Not yet. I'm actually planning on doing a stream of all of the crap that I have to open for my PO box. So that will be coming soon. Race Dorm says, was gonna donate this when Snyder came on the stream, but his comments turned me off instantly, so I'll give it to you instead. Hail. Well, I appreciate that, but I made a video on Twitter and I asked everyone just to continue to support the charity, because I never wanted to take any attention from that whatsoever. And but I mean, it happened. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I could do to control any of that. We tried our best. We bent over backwards, and it still wasn't enough. And that was a lesson learned. WZRBS says, respect to Jeremy for encouraging chill, but Gary and Ripa are the goats. No slack for Zach. Right on, man. Thank you. Mag says, love Geeks and Gamers and everyone else in the community. I dropped a ton of money. When he said that, I felt sucker punched. Tried to reinforce myself, though. Refocus myself, though. Well, thank you. If you guys want to hear what he said, I guess I can play that one more time. I know a lot of people are wondering about it, so let me pull it up. All right. So this is the moment right here that kind of really, that really just threw everything off. And here it is right here. Here we go. Let me play something right here, okay? Let me show you guys something. Hang on, let me find it right here. Hang on.
And I really just want.
Okay, so so he said what he said about Geeks and Gamers. Fine, whatever. That's fine. Then he said, and he kind of started another sentence. Okay, so let's listen to both of them separately. Here we go.
Clear, and I also want to just say.
And I also want. Now you can say that's connected if you want, and I'm not going to argue with that.
In light of recent events, I think we really, if Justice League teaches us anything, it's about coming together, and there's no room for hate. And I just think that it's important. It's an important message, and of course, as the father of the Asian children, it really hits close to home for me. And I just really want to put that out there that we all, there's no room for hate, and that's just what it's about.
So there's nothing wrong with the statement he made about what he said about hate. I don't think there's any you can't find any Geeks and Gamers video that's ever endorsed hate based on race and gender or anything like that. And in terms of everything else, like I think that this was a badly worded message by a very uncomfortable individual. As I watch it over and over again, I think it's a badly worded message by a very uncomfortable person who's trying to make the best of a very difficult situation. That's my honest opinion on it. I have spoken with Zak Snyder personally multiple times. He is a very stand-up guy, and he was very honest and forward with me about things, and he listened to what I had to say. I think he fucked up when he said this. I think he fucked up, and he made everything jumbled together. Now, I really, really think that he misspoke. He was uncomfortable, and he was overwhelmed. That's what I truly believe. And but I'm not happy about it either. So I can be honest about it and say that I'm not happy about it. I'm pissed. That's why I had to go live, and that's why I'll defend my fucking brand like I will. But I also believe that if you listen to that objectively speaking, it sounds like he tried to virtue signal and also separate himself because he needed to, based on the powers that be. And that's how it comes off to me. But it doesn't mean I'm happy about it. So anybody else, what do you guys think?
Does anyone know what the recent event he was referring to?
See, this is the thing. Yeah, there's a shooting in Atlanta. I don't know all the details, but there was a horrific shooting.
With Asian
yes,
people,
there was multiple Asian women that were part of it. Now, I haven't looked too far into the details of it. It was a sick, twisted dude who killed several women minorities. Awful. And I don't know if nobody that I know is going to support that because you're a fucking crazy person. And that's why virtue signaling is so fucking that's why virtue signaling is so goddamn stupid, because of course you're against hate. Everybody's against the fucking shit. You don't have to fucking virtue signal to prove that you're a good person by doing that. Every fucking body's against. So but in terms of this, go ahead.
No, I mean it's just crazy because the people that will automatically hate who we are, doesn't matter what we do, they're just gonna take it and clip it and add it to the next hit piece that they want to add on to, like that stupid one they put out. I don't even know why I'm in that dumb. I don't know why any of us are in that dumb thing, to be honest with you. I don't know why they put me in there for like 10 seconds. Makes no sense, but obviously when you start adding up all the pieces, you know how bad Lucasfilm really hates us. How they retweeted all that crap, and now this, it's like I don't know what I could say without you telling me not to say anything, but
Say what you want.
Well, all I heard was one day Zak Snyder announced that he was coming on Geeks and Gamers to do a fundraiser. I wasn't there or a part of these conversations. I'm over at theme parks filming stuff. And then you go on Twitter and it's like everyone's like, "Oh my God, these people are like," someone talked Zak from doing that. It was awful. Like some of the things that they were saying was terrible. And then we tried to work it out, because at the end of the day, it's like what Lethal said. At the end of the day, it's about changing people's lives and celebrating a movie that we never thought we were going to get. And they just, it's just disgusting how they turn it into.
It's what they do, though.
They just turn it into something like that's so horrible and negative, because, and I don't even know, because Jeremy speaks the truth. Listen, man, the truth is,
I do. Well, I mean,
because I'm associated with Jeremy, I'm a bad person now. Like it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, I mean, yeah, and you know, just to be,
I thought I'd get that way associated with Marc, but obviously, no,
I'm
it's
the
with
most
Jeremy.
Toxic of all of us, really. I mean, I think the nice Canadian demeanor is all there is to it.
But listen, what people don't understand is when Jeremy first approached me for the team, the first thing he said was, "I want to bring you on because we want to start raising money to help everybody." I mean, not just like what I was doing, but I mean like animals and people that are sick and the elderly and the poor and the homeless and in America and overseas. And it was sky's the limit. And you're just like,
but they don't care about these things though. They don't care how much we do. And that's why, look, man, how many times we talked about it? Okay. Star Wars Theory stream, me and you. Wasn't that offered to be on the main channel?
Yeah, that was.
And what did I do?
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I know how much heat comes with doing good with these fucking people. And me and Star Wars Theory had our stream. You know, we had 7,500 people on your channel, which was insane. That's insane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And why? I was like, I just don't want to do the charity stream, you know, like on this channel, just because, you know, like that, your stream or the charity stream. And it's not that I was like trying to, like, I just know the optics of that brand. Like, you know, that's why with Uche's channel, it's just better over there. But even then, it doesn't matter what you do. Like, you can do all the good in the world, and these fucking people have been programmed to think you're a terrible person. They just do. That is how they are operated. They are programmed to operate that way. That's just how it is. And
well, that's the thing. It's like this YouTube world. I've only been a part of it for 2 years, but understanding, like, learning how Hollywood is. I mean, listen, I don't want to say her name because the chat was just watching what they're doing to Gina. Like, first you fire her, then you want to erase her character from existence, then you want to cut her from every show that she's been a part. I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, that's like, I mean, you totally just want to delete her from the system, like delete her from the system because you're mad. And you're willing to lose money. And that's the crazy thing. I've never seen companies that are like, I want to lose money. There goes the chat. I want to lose money because I don't like this person's speaking out or tweeting a photo or whatever it was, you know? And so, and it's disgusting, you know, it's crazy to see like this progression. And this is what they want from Jeremy. They just want Jeremy to like disappear.
Well, that's the thing. Like, look what Gina. What did they want from Gina? First they wanted to get her fired, and then they fired. Then they don't want her to work again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Breaking news for anybody. Okay, anybody that's watching this, Hollywood hates you. Period. Whether you agree with them or you disagree with them, they hate you. They will always hate you. If you agree with them, they will pretend to like you, to use you, to push forward whatever they have to push. But the moment you step out of line, they will then hate you again. They do not like you. They do not like anything about you. You can look at this and you can go bend the knee to some corporation or some studio or whatever you want. And that's perfectly fine. That's your business. That's you. You can do whatever you want, but just understand you are on nothing but a broken foundation. And the moment that it cracks, nobody's going to be there to save you. They're all going to turn on you. They're all going to backstab you. They're never going to support you. It's not going to happen. That is just the truth of it. I never, ever expected Zak Snyder to be friendly with me or to want to come on my channel and talk shop with me. I never fucking expected it. Never wanted it, didn't care. So for anybody who thinks that I possibly might be talking a certain way, but I don't give a fuck about Zak Snyder. I don't like his goddamn DCEU movies. I think they're fucking trash. I told him to his face that I was like, I'm more looking forward to Army of the Dead than your Justice League. I don't like your movies. I don't give a fuck about talking to Zak Snyder. Who's my favorite director? Christopher Nolan? I don't give a fuck about talking to Christopher Nolan. Okay? Who's my favorite actor? Christian Bale. Okay, I do want to talk to Bale because I want him to cuss me out. But I don't want to have a real conversation with him. I would love for Christian Bale to cuss me the fuck out. I would love for him to say, bitching about trashing my lights and all that. Like, I would kill for that, but I don't want to be their friend. I don't want to be sports people's friends, athletes, whatever. I don't care. Uche is on this team because Uche came to me, watched this channel for a year, spoke with me. I drove to Atlanta. I met him. We hung out, and he's good people. And he's taken a lot of heat from his entire industry. All we do is bitch about athletes on Sports Wars. Uche has to deal with that shit. That's not easy. But they don't want to be your friend. They don't want to be my friend. Never gonna happen. You want to
know what I have to deal with every day? Every day I got to go report on damn Disney theme parks because Jeremy keeps calling out Disney, and I got to stand there and watch everybody yell at me and cuss me out and throw things. And why are you there reporting on theme parks? It's my job at Geeks and Gamers to do that. And it's like it never ends, to the point where we started that theme park channel, and I couldn't even do a live stream without 40 downvotes from all the other freaking theme park people who are mad at Jeremy for starting a theme park channel because they're like, oh, we're not letting Geeks and Gamers come in. Like, this is our section. He needs to stay. Jeremy needs to stay over there. He needs to stay over there with Star Wars. He can't come into this arena here. He can't do this.
What is my template for what I've built here? What has my template always been? Barstool Sports. Okay.
Yeah.
Barstool Sports is banned from the NFL. Barstool Sports is fucking massive. Barstool Sports is like bigger than ESPN in a lot of ways, and the NFL banned them. Like, the fact that studios don't like this brand tells you everything you need to know about this brand. If you want, what is it? What?
People are clowning me in the chat, but I'm telling you, I have comments that I shared with them where people were like, I'm gonna put Jay in a coma because he goes to theme parks. I have comments where they're like, I hope you die and don't go to a hospital because I go to the freaking these theme park people are crazy. I thought Star Wars fans were bad. I mean, they just didn't want Jeremy out. And I'll share this story. It was funny. Like, we were out there. It was at Christmas. If Jeremy tells me to stop, I'll have to stop the story. It was at Christmas, and there was a new ride. They decorated this ride for Christmas, and I was like, yeah, I'm here. Jeremy, I'm gonna go do this real quick and then I'll be done. So I get on, recording it. There was like 7 other theme park YouTubers got on the same boat, and I could tell because they all got their cameras and all their gimbals and everything. And so I was like, all right, cool. So we're riding, and then when we were all done, I was like, hey, what channel? I was trying to be friendly, and they're like, oh, this channel. And I said, oh yeah, I'm from Park Hopping. And one dude was like, that's the Geeks and Gamers one? I said, yeah. And then he's like, okay. And then I said, what are y'all doing here? They're like, we've got a special Facebook group. Remember I called you? Jeremy, remember?
Yeah. Oh,
you don't even remember. Look, I called. They're like, we have a special Facebook group where all the theme park channels come together and we kind of hang out. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And the guy, like, he put his hand up near me. He was like, I don't think you'd be welcome in that group, boss, but good luck with your channel. Like, you know, it's like, there's a lot of like heat that comes on.
You're not
at Geeks
cool
and Gamers,
enough
and
to
I'm
hang
like,
with us
what?
theme park YouTubers.
We're freaking like dancing with Mickey Mouse and stuff.
We
Like,
know.
what are you
Yeah.
talking about? Like,
We
Geeks?
know how we're perceived. We know.
I called
like,
Jeremy. I was like, dude, you're not gonna believe this. These clowns over here are like, I wasn't accepted in their Facebook group because of this little sign right here. I was like, screw them, man. We'll build it ourselves.
I was about to talk shit on theme park YouTubers, but then I remembered that Jay's like triple my size. So maybe they're not all like scrawny dorks that I could beat up.
You can talk it.
No, I was just thinking about that. I'm gonna be like, man, I'll fuck up those theme park YouTubers. And I'm like, wait, I only know one theme park YouTuber, and he's like 3 times my size. Maybe I shouldn't threaten the theme park YouTubers.
I'm just like, it's just amazing. Like this is where we are now that they see this symbol and they're scared. They're like scared. We don't want them in our group. We don't want them around. We don't want anything. We don't know what's gonna happen. And you're just like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. At the end of the day, like I said, man, this is an opportunity for us to continue to show who we are, and we're gonna do that. You know, we're not changing who we are. We're gonna continue to be who we are. We have, you know, all these eyes on us, and what's gonna happen in any situation is when you get mentioned in any capacity. So if you're in a room full of 10 people and, you know, you mention something, of those 10, maybe 3 or 4 will actually check out the thing that's mentioned, and a couple of them will hate it and a couple of them will love it. The fact that Zak Snyder mentioned Geeks and Gamers is only going to be good for Geeks and Gamers. Like, it will only be good. That's all that's going to happen. So it will be good. We have seen more support. This is the biggest live stream I've ever done on this channel. So I've never had more people watch. And I appreciate
You're not serious.
Yeah, almost 8,000. 8,000 was our peak. So
You're welcome.
Oh yeah. On this channel, on Sports Wars, we've had like 25,000.
Oh yeah.
Sports
That's
Wars.
what I was saying. I was like, okay.
So, ultimately,
check Twitter.
You know, ultimately, hang on. Oh my. What? All right, dude. If this ain't a fucking win, I don't know what is, bro. That's a fucking win, motherfuckers. That's a fucking win. Boom. That
awesome.
Fucking beautiful. That is fucking beautiful right there. Right back at you, Gina. Right back at you. Thank you, Jay.
I'm a man of the people. I didn't do anything. No, I just ride roller coasters and film it. I don't really do anything.
If you guys can't see it, there you go. Right
Don't
there.
tempt me with a joke like that, Jay.
All you did was retweet it. You ain't quote tweet and say something. What's wrong with you, man?
I will.
Out of my way to get that to happen for you.
I will.
You're just like, I just hit the lazy button. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So look, at the end of the day,
I'm just kidding, bro.
Zak Snyder.
I just want to laugh. Listen, it's been a lot of hell. Like, people just need to laugh, man. And like, I love Lethal, Ryan, and Uche. Like, to see that. I wish with everything in me, and I'll be quiet because I know this is your channel, and I wish that everything in me that we could be just as excited like that for Star Wars. I tell them that all the time. To see how Lethal, and they just went out of their way, hours out of their day, time out of their day to do so much.
Not even that, man. This has been weeks. This has been weeks.
Oh, absolutely.
These guys are mentally drained, and
it's so motivating and it's amazing, and to see everyone back them up.
Do what you do best for a minute and talk. I'll be right back.